What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Bin Gaming video. I do hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Now, I want to start off this video by just apologizing because I haven't made a video in such a long time and I just have been really busy recently, and it's just something that's not been my priority right now, and it's been something I've been kind of putting on the back burner for a bit. Lots of things have been getting sorted my end. It's my birthday this week, so I'm kind of enjoying my life, and I just took a step back from videos for a while, but we will be getting back into it regularly soon. But this is just a one-off one because I just want to talk about some stuff that I have had thoughts on recently with both those next-gen consoles behind me here. And obviously, you guys know I'm a pretty big advocate for the Series X. I love the Series X. I love the PS5 as well. As you can see, I've got tons of PS5 games here. I tend to collect PlayStation games digitally and Xbox games, PlayStation games physically and Xbox games digitally. But yeah, I mean, I want to talk about those two systems because I do think there's an issue with the Xbox platform at the moment, the one that I technically prefer, and that is just the fact that I don't think developers are putting the optimization time into the Xbox console anywhere near as much as they are with the PlayStation console, and this is kind of making a decision and making me decide where to buy my games. I pretty much wait for Digital Foundry sometimes and other people to do their reviews before buying it on one of these platforms, because sometimes it's just like they're not great on certain ones. Now, Hogwarts Legacy obviously has recently released, and this is the main example I want to talk about in this video, but there are others too, where there's just tons of performance issues on the Xbox version. Yes, they'll get patched, but I'm the sort of person who likes to buy them very early on. And even after Digital Foundry's video and other people's videos who were done day one, there's still not fixes for the huge frame drops in Series X. And I have VRR, and I noticed them. They're that big that they're stuttering. And also, Hogwarts Legacy I have on all platforms, PC, PS5, and Series X. The loading times of opening the doors is significantly faster in this game on the PlayStation 5, and maybe that SSD is finally coming into play. But what I want to talk about here is there really is no advantage on the Series X in this title right now. Now, I've been, encouraged and kind of pushed by a lot of these other YouTubers when I've been watching their videos on, Xbox Series X this, power, and right now, it's just not shown us this yet. It really has not. Like, they've been touting 20%, 10%. I've heard various different percentage numbers. You guys would have heard the same about these consoles. And I'm just not seeing that from Xbox right now. Whereas on the PlayStation, Hogwarts Legacy, for example, same resolution, more stable frame rate, faster load times, and faster load into the actual game times as well. Obviously, quick resume is another matter, but loading fast travel times, going through doors and stuff with a little circle that you see spinning on screen, that is something that in this title is better on PlayStation. And I'm trying to think back to the last few titles. I know there's one title, I think it was Mass Effect, that actually has 120 FPS mode on Xbox. That's the only title I can think on Xbox that actually has advantages. Whereas there's tons of other ones recently on Digital Foundry that have proven the PS5 to have more stable frame rates, similar resolutions. The only one I can think of that has a higher resolution on Xbox right now is Need for Speed, but that did have some frame drops, but VRR would sort that out. But I just think, all in all, across the board, there's a chart somewhere online, I'll probably try and link it in the description if I can find it again, with games at launch time. Yes, updates come, obviously, but at launch, there are far more stability improvements on the PlayStation than there are on the Xbox. And that's making me, I buy my games wherever they run best at launch, and most of the time at the moment, hence why my PlayStation library is growing very fast up there, that's PlayStation. And it's just the fact that I think the developers purely put more time into that platform because it's more popular. It sells more systems. It's where most people play. Like, yeah, okay, I love Xbox and stuff, but in the end of the day, the majority of players still and sales from the consoles is PlayStation right now by a significant advantage. Not as much as last gen at all, but it's still an advantage to PlayStation for sales. So naturally, they're going to keep pushing the fact that that system is selling more. They seem to develop games first almost for obviously PC first, but PlayStation seems to be the other priority and where all the time is put. And we're seeing that with Hogwarts Legacy, significant performance improvements over Xbox, same resolution. And it's just, What's going on? Like, Microsoft seriously need to sort this out. You've been touting the world's most powerful platform. Loads of the Xbox fans, including myself, have been talking about this increase in performance. There is significant silicon advantages, like significant to the point of not going to double frame rates by any means, but there is CPU and GPU performance above what PlayStation is offering. We're not seeing that. In fact, most games on the chart that I'll try and find have an advantage for PlayStation and not for Xbox. I mean, I still love my console. It's still great. But when you buy and you've bought in and you've listened to the company that's telling you this is the most powerful system, and yet it's being, nearly 3 teraflop less system is performing better in most cases than the system that you've paid for. I know I have both, but it's disappointing when you're so excited, and I love all the features that Xbox has to offer, like quick resume and things like that, and the smart delivery stuff, but I don't care really. Like, if it's performing better and I don't have constant stuttering on my game because they haven't optimized it for a console that isn't selling as much, whether that's Xbox's fault or not, I'm naturally owning both, going to play it where it plays best. You also get the cool haptic feedback in the PS5 controller. Now, I don't particularly like the ergonomics of the PS5. I prefer the Xbox controller with the joysticks like set apart and offset rather than next to each other. But the triggers are really cool in Hogwarts Legacy. So I just wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about it, see what your opinions are. I mean, I'm not biased. As I said before, I buy a lot of in fact, if anything, I'm biased to Xbox. You can look back on my channel where I said I'm switching to Xbox from PlayStation. I made that video a few years ago, but I'm kind of going back with a lot of titles, not in the fact that I don't like my Xbox or anything like that. In fact, I prefer it with quick resume, but a lot of titles are just performing better right now on PlayStation, the less powerful system. Obviously, if that changes, I buy the games on Xbox on the digital store. I'll just buy them there if they perform better, but I'm just gradually noticing my library increasing and increasing with PlayStation games because they seem to be performing better at launch. Yeah, the patches come out and usually there's some stuff there that is worked out to make it similar performance, and this isn't just a new thing. I mean, at launch, we saw games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla instantly performing better on PlayStation than it was on Xbox. And then again, more and more titles coming out from that point all the way through till now just seem to have more stable frame rates on PlayStation than they do on Xbox throughout this whole thing. And yes, they get updated. I'm not saying they can't perform, and that's the thing. A lot of you guys instantly will criticize me saying, oh no, the Xbox is more powerful. I'm not saying it can't do that on Xbox. I'm just saying what it seems to me the most is that they aren't doing that on Xbox at launch, which is when I buy my games. I buy them pretty much like day one or just after the digital foundry or someone's video looking at performance and they're deciding which platform to get it on. But at that point, they are not running smoothly on the Xbox in many cases. I don't know whether because Xbox has better VRR, they're just like thinking, well, we've got better VRR options on Xbox. I'm just going to let it run badly and then VRR will help it. And in some cases it does and some it doesn't. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know if it's just laziness, I guess, from that part. I don't think so. I just think maybe it's very, very easy to optimize games for PlayStation. PlayStation has seemed to have made that their key forefront over the last couple of years. So I don't know. That's my opinions right now. I just wanted to talk about this and see what you guys think, because it's something I've been thinking about for a while, because it's a clear advantage to me at the moment on the less powerful silicon system. I'm confused still to this day. I'm still confused. You have so many Xbox YouTube channels telling you, oh, it's coming. Well, when is this performance advantage you've been talking about for years on your channel actually coming? And I know I've talked about it on my channel, and I feel bad because it's not there still. We're a few years in, and yeah, okay, we're just getting into the Unreal Engine 5.1 era, I guess now, and things may change, but right now we're not seeing that. And I just think in general, most companies don't want to have a better version, and I don't think that developers want to have I mean, clearly there are better versions. The PlayStation's performance is more stable, but I think they try to match them as much as possible. There's hardly been, how many games can you name out of the massive that are released on next gen hardware? How many can you name that have been advantaged in like serious resolution advantage, like 1800p compared to 4K. There's some on PlayStation, there's some on Xbox, granted, but I don't think there's any more on either, like in terms of one over the other. So they just want to make them the same. We all know they've got the silicon advantage on Xbox. They're not using it. They're not even using it to the point of having stable frame rates like the PlayStation. So I'm confused. I don't know what's going on anymore and why developers aren't using the power there. But I buy them where they perform best, and that's growing massively on PlayStation right now. See what happens in the future, but that's my video for today. I wanted to just talk about that. Please let me know what you think. Don't be rude, guys. I've said nothing that's incorrect in this video. I'm just talking about how I've been feeling and what I've noticed from majority of the Digital Foundry videos recently. I tend to not watch them too much on the fact that I know there's not going to be a huge difference, but I kind of get to the point where frame rate, if it's all over the place, and which they seem to be quite a lot in Hogwarts Legacy on Xbox compared to PlayStation, and that's when I go, right, I'm just buying it on the one that's locked to 60. Even if it's lower resolution, I don't care. I'll buy it on the one that's locked to 60 because stuttering issues just detach you from the game so much, in my opinion. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.